Want to know the biggest difference between average financial advisors and great financial advisors? Well, the best ones know how to leverage themselves. See, you're only one person, right? And you only get 24 hours in a day. Now, at least 7 or 8 of those hours are spent sleeping. That means that even if you spend every single waking hour you have working, you only have 16 or 17 hours to get stuff done. Little hint here, that's probably not enough to accomplish everything you want. And that is why learning how to leverage yourself is so important. Caleb Gilliam is a super successful advisor who has built a thriving business and brand in his early 20s. So young. Here are some of his favorite hacks for scaling yourself and creating more time through the concept of leverage. Let's check it out.
All right. Number 1 is Delegate to Elevate. And this book right here is a must read. And I'm sure majority of people have either heard of it or have read this. It's Who Not How. And it's the whole concept of this is instead of saying, I can't do that, or like, how do I do that? It's who do I know that can help me accomplish that? In 2018, when we were starting Better Wealth, I had $20,000 in the bank account. I knew I didn't want to do paperwork. I knew I needed to do other things. And so we made a commitment to hire our first employee. And Trevor right here is still with us today and has literally taken our business to the next level because he took things that I was really draining off my plate so that I could do other things. It was terrifying because if we didn't make a sale, we'd be out of business in 6 months. And yet it was one of the single best decisions I've ever made. This was a business coach who taught me the 80% rule. He essentially said, Caleb, if someone can do something 80% as good as you, delegate it. And obviously the asterisk is if you truly love doing it, take that with a grain of salt. But this was challenging to me because I was doing things because the lie I was telling myself is I had to be the one doing it. I had to be running meetings. I had to do other things. And I was like, do I really? And so that was the 80% rule. Number 2 is the meeting before the meeting. This is really important, is the leverage effect of potentially automating the first meeting. And what do I mean by that? The power of video. This is actually back in the bank days. I have a golden microphone, and this is me doing a term life insurance talk. And what I essentially would do is everyone that would get a mortgage, I would have the mortgage lender send this to them. And this would be the first meeting without referring them over to me. If they wanted term life insurance, they could talk to me. And so this was not as effective, quite frankly, but it got me going. And then, 2018, I would do this, and 2019, and now we have And Asset Vault and all kinds of videos. And what we do is early on, what we would do is I would ask people to watch a video instead of meet with me because it was less pressure for them. It was more efficient for them. And at the end of the day, they would watch the video. Then we would save time. And that's so key. And I just want to give Tom a shout out because he is one of the best presenters out there. It's like if I had the ability to have people watch something that he presents and then they get to talk to me, that's an example of a meeting before the meeting. Video emails, for those of you that follow me, I'm obsessed with video emails. I've sent over 4,300 video emails to date. It's a mandatory thing for everyone on our team to do. And at the end of the day, I think it's one of the most genius things that you can do. I sent this video email about four weeks ago to a very well-known CEO that majority of people here would know. And he literally said, Caleb, this is the best email I've ever received. He also says, I get hundreds of emails a day. None of them are like yours. Guys, if we could do one thing that could set us apart like that with our clients and follow-ups and networking, like why aren't we all doing video emails? The reason is we don't want to do video emails because we're self-conscious. Number 4 is virtual studios. It's 2022. We should all have a virtual studio. And there's really a difference. Like I'm in my studio that costs about $10,000 when you look at all the equipment. You also could just have a really down and dirty studio that costs maybe a few $100s that uses a laptop. Here's a checklist with a good studio. You need good internet. You need good audio and good lighting. I'm using an external camera right now, but you really don't even need that. If you have good audio is like the most important thing, and good internet's a must. But this is like the checklist. The bonus, if you want to be a ninja, get a camera, like use an external camera. Like I'm looking into a camera, not the computer right now. And then also whiteboards. Now I have a question for everybody. Who loves whiteboards? Who uses whiteboards like with your clients? Like this is so key. All the people that I like highly admired in the space, they said, Caleb, presentations are great, but at the end of the day, if you can whiteboard something and make it incredibly simple, that is how you're going to gain trust. The problem that a lot of people like a lot of people don't like virtual meetings, because at the end of the day, the whiteboard is like it's not the same. And so I'm going to show you how to turn a virtual whiteboard, and it's going to literally change your life. So if you have an iPad, if you have like a smart tablet, the simplest thing that you can do is join a Zoom. And if I had more time, I could join this Zoom and show you how to draw on my iPad. And it's literally like I'm drawing, and you don't get a nostril shot of my nose because it's a second device. And at the end of the day, back in the day, I would have my laptop and my iPad, and I would draw for people, and it was amazing. It was incredible. And so I've taken this is my studio. What's in now, I can draw on this. I spoke in Mexico, and I was like, man, I want to draw. And so I literally bought a Microsoft Surface just so I could draw on stage, because it's so effective. And to be completely frank, we have a vibe board that I've used about 5 times. You can call me out. I'm going to use it more, I promise. But I just love the ability to draw. And it's one of those leverage aspects that if you can draw in a virtual meeting, it just literally takes the in-person and I think puts steroids on it.
Do you want all 10 leverage techniques? I know you do, so go ahead and click the link in the description below to get your ShiftX All Access Pass that includes hours and hours of brand new resources for insurance and financial advisors, including Caleb's full 30-minute presentation, which I was there for, and it was amazing. So also, please don't forget to tap that subscribe button for more great financial advisor marketing and sales tips. All right, see you next time.